Stop looking for the magic button. Seriously, stop. You've been staring at those flickering candles for months, maybe years, and your bank account looks exactly the same or worse. You think the secret is hidden in some expensive course or a complex indicator that looks like a bowl of neon spaghetti on your screen. But here is the cold, hard truth that nobody wants to tell you. The reason you're losing isn't that you don't know enough. It's that you're doing way too much. Think about the way you trade right now. You've got your morning routine. You've got 40 different Twitter tabs open. You're listening to 3 different experts scream about the news, and you're waiting for 6 different signals to line up perfectly before you even think about clicking buy. You're exhausted before the market even opens. You've turned a simple game of up or down into a NASA mission, and that's exactly why you're failing. The market doesn't pay you for how hard you work or how many hours you lose sleep. It pays you for one thing only: clarity. Let's imagine the market for what it actually is. It's not some grand mystery. It's just a giant tug of war between 2 groups of people. One group thinks the price should go up, and the other thinks it should go down. Most of the time, it's a total mess. It's 50-50. It's a coin toss. But every now and then, just for a few minutes or hours, the rope starts pulling in one direction. The odds shift just a tiny bit. Maybe it's 55% in your favor. Maybe 60%. That's it. That's the entire secret. The professional traders, the ones actually making the money you dream about, aren't looking for a 100% win rate. They aren't looking for a holy grail that never loses. They are just looking for those tiny moments where the odds are slightly better than a coin flip. They take their shot, they keep their risk small, and they walk away. They don't need the stars to align. They don't need the news to confirm their bias. They just need a small edge and the discipline to repeat it 1,000 times. But you're waiting for certainty. You want to feel safe. You want a trade that feels like a sure thing. So you add another indicator, then another. You check the 1-minute chart, the 5-minute, the daily. You're looking for permission to take a trade. But while you're busy asking for permission from your indicators, the actual move is already happening. By the time all your signals finally say go, the professional has already taken his profit and left. You're entering the party when the lights are coming on and the music has stopped. If you want to change your results, you have to change your philosophy. You have to learn to embrace the mess. You have to realize that trading is a game of maybe, not definitely. When you accept that you can never be 100% sure about the next candle, a weird thing happens. The pressure disappears. You stop caring if the specific trade wins or loses because you know it's just one of 100 trades. You stop over-leveraging because you realize you might be wrong. You stop revenge trading because there's no ego involved. Imagine walking into a casino. The casino doesn't panic when a player wins a huge jackpot. Why? Because the casino knows the math. They have a tiny edge, and they play that edge over millions of hands. They don't care about one hand. They care about the year. You need to become the casino, not the gambler. The gambler is the guy with 10 screens, sweating over a $50 move, check his phone at dinner, and lose his mind when a trade hits a stop-loss. The casino is the guy who sees a simple pattern, places a small bet, and goes to the gym. What does a simple trade actually look like? It looks like watching how the price reacts at a level where it's reacted before. It looks like seeing that sellers are getting tired and buyers are starting to step in. You don't need a fancy name for it. You don't need a mathematical formula. You just need to see the vibe of the market shifting. It's like watching a wave at the beach. You don't need a calculator to know when a wave is about to break. You just watch the water. The more you add to your trading, the more you're actually just building a cage for yourself. Every new rule you create is another bar in that cage. Eventually, you're so locked in by your own restrictions that you can't move. You see a great setup, but your indicator number 4 isn't in the right spot, so you hesitate. The price takes off without you. You get angry. You chase the move. You lose money. Does that sound familiar? It's a cycle of self-sabotage fueled by the belief that complex equals better. In the real world, complex is often better. If you're building a bridge or performing heart surgery, you want complexity. But the market is a psychological beast. It's fueled by human fear and human greed. Those emotions are very simple, very raw, and they show up on a chart in very basic ways. If you can learn to read the story of the price, where it struggles, where it flies, and where it rests, you don't need anything else. Strip it all back. What if tomorrow you deleted every indicator? What if you turned off the news and muted all those trading gurus? What if you just looked at a clean chart and watched how the price moved? It would be scary at first. You'd feel naked. But after a few days, you'd start to see things you never noticed before. You'd see the rhythm. You'd see the traps. You'd see those 60-40 moments standing out like a sore thumb. You've been told that trading is hard because it's a sophisticated financial puzzle. It's not. Trading is hard because it forces you to face yourself. It's hard because it's born to wait for a good setup. It's hard because it's painful to admit you were wrong. It's hard because we are wired to want to be right. But the market doesn't care about your rightness. It only cares about flow. The biggest lie in this industry is that you need to be a genius to succeed. You don't. You just need to be someone who can follow a simple plan without getting distracted by the shiny objects. You need to be the person who can sit on their hands for 4 hours, do nothing, and then execute perfectly when the moment arrives. That is the true edge. Stop trying to find the perfect trade. It doesn't exist. Instead, start looking for the okay trades, the ones that have a little more probability on their side. Take them. Manage the risk. If they work, great. If they don't, move on. Don't make it a drama. Don't make it a story about your life or your worth as a person. It's just data. It's just numbers moving on a screen. When you simplify, you save your mental energy. And in trading, mental energy is your most valuable currency. If you spend it all on analysis, you have nothing left for execution. You'll find yourself making dumb mistakes at the end of the day simply because your brain is fried from looking at too many things. A simple system keeps you fresh. It keeps you calm. It allows you to stay in the game long enough for the math to actually work in your favor. Think about the most successful people in any field. They aren't the ones doing 1,000 things. They are the ones doing 3 things perfectly. The best athletes, the best investors, the best artists, they all master the basics and then they stop searching. They realize that the basics are actually the advanced stuff hidden in plain sight. You have everything you need right now to be profitable. You don't need more information. You actually need less. You need to subtract the noise, subtract the ego, and subtract the need for certainty. You need to step out of the prison of overanalysis and start interacting with the market as it is, not as you want it to be. Tomorrow morning, when you open your charts, I want you to try something different. Don't look for a reason to trade. Look for a reason not to trade. Wait for the moment where the imbalance is so obvious that you don't even need to think about it. And when that moment passes, go live your life. Don't sit there trying to force a second or third move. One good 60-40, but is all it takes to build a fortune over time. The road to success isn't paved with more tools. It's paved with more discipline. It's about being okay with the fact that you're playing a game of chance where you just happen to have a slight advantage. That's all trading is. It's not a battle. It's not a war. It's just a process. So let go of the screens. Let go of the indicators. Let go of the 2 a.m. sessions. Take a deep breath and look at the price. The market is telling you exactly what it wants to do, but you've been too loud to hear it. It's time to be quiet. It's time to simplify. It's time to finally start winning by doing a lot less. This isn't just about money. It's about your life. Do you really want to spend the next 10 years tied to a desk, stressed out, chasing a ghost? Or do you want a freedom that comes from a simple, repeatable process? The choice is actually yours. You can keep making it hard, or you could decide today to let it be easy. Choose simplicity. Choose the edge. Choose to finally be a trader.